Now that we have this, let's talk about storage, because that's been a big issue. I don't know what stuff she has, but I'm about to find out. So for storage, I wanted a way to put all my stuff together, because obviously as this line grew, I ran out of space. I was coming up with all sorts of weird ideas to like put my dies on shelves and get cookie sheets and all sorts of stuff for dies. So I met with Sizzix, met with their engineers. I'm like, we need to simplify this, because not only do we have to make it really easy to understand, but we have to have a good price point, because it's great to have one storage box, but if that one storage box is 50 or 70 bucks, you're only gonna have one box, and we're gonna have more than one die. So here are the storage. Let me just grab this box. It's gonna be a surprise to see what's inside. All right, so there's basically 4 components to the entire storage line, okay? First are gonna be the boxes. So this is just a base box, and it's a solid box. When you open up the box though, it's gonna be craft lined. The fabric is nice because I can ink the edge of this with distress ink, so I can create that. I know, I already did. My box at home doesn't look like this. You can stain it, you can paint it if you want, you can even do rub-ons. But inside you're going to get this insert. Now this insert is already gonna come with adhesive strips on the back, so you're gonna peel it off and stick it in. The reason we didn't attach it is because this one box, if I put this in this way, so actually peel off the strips and stick it down into the box, this is going to allow me to take my Biggs dies and stack my Biggs dies in there. Now when I stack my Biggs dies in there, what's nice is that they don't put them right next to each other, so you can still reach in and take out the die. Because if you pack them in like that, how are you going to take them out? You can dump out the whole box, right? But if I didn't have Biggs dies, or I didn't want to use these for Biggs, I can take this insert, and right here they have a notch on the top and the bottom. I can cut right down there, cut that notch off, and now I'm going to put it in this way, because it's going to be shorter. By putting it in this way, I'm going to be able to take my Biggs L's, and I'm going to be able to put them in that way, and I can put them in across, right? Oh yes. Oh yes. Now, when I started looking at this base tray, using it, I'm like, this is really cool for mini movers and shapers. So now we did little metal trays, they're like little mini cookie sheets, that you can put all your movers and shapers, and that's how you can store all your mini dies now. Because it was great to have a cookie sheet, but when you fill up a cookie sheet with these little minis, it's a heavy cookie sheet. So these are fun because you can also categorize them. You can say, okay, this is my seasonal tray, my hearts, my whatever. So you can get these trays individual. All right. Another thing we have are these envelopes, and I don't see where the envelopes are. They're little plastic envelopes, and what those plastic envelopes will do, they will allow you to put all of your thin dies in these little envelopes, as well as all of your embossing folders. And you just drop in those plastic envelopes and you can go through it like a file folder. So if you're gonna do that, does she have one there? Oh no, I was looking. That's the feather, isn't that cool? So the envelopes, you wouldn't even need any insert. You just put those in and they'll stand up in this box, and you can flip through them and say, okay, these texture fades, these thin dies, all of that. All right, so we've got box 1, we've got the envelopes, and we have the tray. But we have other dies, right? So that means we needed another box. Thank you very much. That's gonna be this box. What is behind box number 2? So, this next box is a little bit bigger. But inside this, you have a lot of pieces. Again, nothing is attached. It comes with all these pieces. So, I could take this. If I don't put anything in the box, this is gonna take my Biggs XLs. And it's gonna allow me to store my Biggs XLs in the box, so I can have them all in there. If I wanted to peel this off, I could peel this off, stick this down. This is going to fit. I know I saw one in here. I know I did. There's one. That's going to fit all of your on the edge dies. So all your on the edge dies are going to go in there, right? If you don't put this in there, but you take this and you take this, this is going to fit all of my decorative strip dies. Where did I put it? There's one. So this is going to fit them, so you're going to alternate through these little dividers. And the reason we wanted to add this little thing is because I didn't want these dies to slide out of the holder. So this is going to store your decorative strips on the edge, Biggs XLs, your tools, your Biggs L's, your mini movers and shapers, and texture fades. All your stuff is in one. So you're either going to buy box 1 or box 2.
Or both.
That's it. Or both, yeah, of course. But it's like you didn't need like, oh, this one's for this. You just get to basically modify it however you want, and everything is already included in there. And I think that's important because it makes it really simple. And what's also nice about not pre-attaching it is if this really becomes kind of your way to store things, then it's really nice that you may not want to put any of these in there, and you may want to keep it because you want to put all your stickles in there or all your whatever, because now you're going to have this cool shelf of boxes, which is why I wanted to do that on the front. Because you may have your dies, you may have your folders, or you may have your whatever in there. So yeah, and they retail for $19.99, so a $20 box, and it has everything in it. And it's a hefty box. If you haven't felt the sides of it, it's not like a flimsy little box. So those are some of the exciting things for CHA. We got some cool dies, some cool little die and stamp combos, decorative strips, storage. The wheels just go, and a really cool wall made of books with a funky little head on it. Yeah, I needed that deer head. I don't know why. I did. Yeah, I found it. It was on Etsy, and I'm like, that's just too weird. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. See ya.